He said that he meant it as a joke. You know, the whole, "Oh, I would leave you as well." Like, he was joking when he said that.
He said so many things after what he said. First of all, he said like that he wasn't meaning about the divorce. Then he said that he was joking. Whoever, I don't care. Honestly, you can take anything personal from my idiot.
Ilia Topuria has delivered what many fans see as his strongest message, yet to Justin Gaethje ahead of their showdown on the UFC White House card, making it clear that this matchup is about much more than rankings, title opportunities, or adding another victory to his record. As fight night approaches, the tension between the two has continued to grow. While many rivalries are fueled by promotion and hype, a lot of people in the MMA community believe this one has become genuinely personal. That's a big reason why so many fans are invested in what could happen inside the octagon. Beyond the trash talk, bold predictions, and growing hostility, an even bigger question remains. What happens if Topuria backs up every promise he's made? This fight carries extra significance, not only because Justin Gaethje is one of the division's toughest opponents, but also because of where Topuria is in his career. Every elite fighter eventually reaches a point where a victory represents far more than another win. It becomes a defining statement about their future, their legacy, and how the sport will remember them.
In 2 minutes, what makes you so confident you'll be the first to knock him out early?
No one even knocked out Max Holloway. And I was the first one to take his lights out. And why not with Justin to do the same thing to him? And Justin, in the bottom of his heart, he knows that I'm gonna knock him out in the first round.
Not true.
He knows that.
Not true.
Of course, you know that.
You might know it, but nope, definitely not.
Okay.
Not how it works.
You said your plan is to move forward in this fight. Ilia says that's exactly what he wants you to do. Are you sure that is the best way to beat Ilia Topuria?
I am sure that my coach has come up with a magnificent plan for me.
Your coach is not gonna be in there with you.
We have
been alone in that octagon with me.
Yeah, me and you, buddy. That's how it works.
No one is gonna be helping you.
That's how it works.
He's an idiot. My father is my dad. That's all.
We have seen.
Did you saw that video?
Yes, I did.
My father is my dad.
We have seen different sorts of Gaethjes in the past. You know, against Fiziev, he was much more technical. Against Paddy, he was much more reckless. Which one are you expecting on fight night? And do you think maybe that's just who he is now, the version we saw against Paddy?
I think that we are gonna see a completely different Justin that we used to see. He's gonna show up in a completely different style. He's gonna try to wrestle. He's gonna try to come out with the hard kicks, with the inside leg low kicks, outside, with the high kicks, with the strategy to go to later rounds and then be like fading and come up with the punches. So what we are expecting is to see a completely different Justin that we used to see.
He has said he wants to come forward unlike some of your other opponents, which on paper seems like maybe a little bit of a bad idea. Do you think he's just trying to throw you off with some misdirection perhaps, and actually that's not his strategy?
Listen, if he's gonna try to move forward, we all know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put him to sleep in the first two minutes. But I don't know how much of what he's saying is the truth, but whatever. He's gonna have to deal with my strategy. I'm not gonna have to deal with his, so.
For Topuria, that defining moment may be happening right now. In just a few years, he has transformed from a highly promising UFC prospect into one of the most talked about names in combat sports. Whenever people questioned whether he was prepared for the next challenge, he responded with performances that only strengthened the belief in his potential. Each time critics argued that he had not yet faced the right level of competition, he found another way to silence those doubts. Because of that, the conversation surrounding him has completely shifted. The question is no longer whether Topuria belongs among the elite fighters. Now people are asking how high his ceiling truly is. That is why comparisons to some of the biggest figures in UFC history have started to emerge. Not because Topuria is following someone else's blueprint, but because he has created the kind of attention that only a handful of fighters ever achieve. Fans have strong reactions to him. Viewers tune in specifically for his fights. His interviews create headlines, and every prediction involving him sparks debate. Whether people are supporting him or hoping to see him defeated, they are still watching. That level of interest is one of the most valuable assets a fighter can have. The UFC White House card only increases that spotlight. This is not just another event where a win is celebrated briefly before the world moves on. The attention surrounding this moment is massive, and many believe Topuria has the kind of power that can change a fight instantly.
Dude has the touch of death.
Yeah.
He has the touch of death.
And he's not a big guy. I've never seen him in person, but I was talking to somebody recently and they said, no, he's 5'7", you know.
He's small, man. He's not big.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a photo of me standing next to him when we did the podcast. We're standing next to each other. He's much smaller than me. And, bro, he puts people into the shadow realm.
Yeah.
It's just technique and confidence. His confidence is great.
For what Justin said, are you more motivated to knock him out? Well, I've never lacked motivation to knock him out, but before I kind of had a slightly different approach. I had a little more respect for him. I saw him as a normal kid, more decent, but he's confirmed that he's an idiot. I always had a feeling, but I hadn't seen him that closely.
Justin is tied.
Justin, do you feel like he is overconfident the way he's talking about this fight?
I mean, this is how he approaches many fights. He's been successful every time along the road. Similar to like McGregor, how McGregor approached it, that you're going to make yourself this unbeatable, infallible person. And then when you lose, where do you go from there? I can't wait to teach him that lesson. I've been there before and I love pressure. I love being the underdog. I love being counted out. And I love the fact that my opponent thinks he's some kind of god or king. And because I get to bring him down and let him know that he's just a human like all of us. There's no doubt this kid is special, but this sport is so crazy. We've all seen it so many times where people are just count me out or count the opponent out, and then they come out on top. I believe in my ability. I believe in the ability to create angles, control distance, and be accurate, and not make mistakes. I think I've been through and experienced these things so many times that, if I'm not perfect on this night, then I should have never been here.
At his fight, you're like, oh my god, it hurts just to watch.
Do you think Justin Gaethje has a chance?
Everybody has a chance. Gaethje has been into wars. He has a very good calf kick too that I think he should use, especially for Ilia Topuria. Topuria, very good boxing. If he hit Justin with that kind of power, Justin need to be careful. It will not be a good idea. A lot of power in his hand. He's also very good on the floor in wrestling. He started as a wrestler.
What percentage would you guys give it that Justin Gaethje can win?
I just don't see how Ilia gets cracked.
Justin Gaethje is 27-5.
That's crazy. It's not that crazy considering Ilia's knocked out 3 Hall of Famers in a row, 3 legends in a row. Ilia just there, in your face, head movement, not a big frame, not a lot to hit. His hands are up. Ilia's just so fucking sharp.
I mean, that's the one thing with Ilia Topuria. 17 wins, 7 KOs, 8 submissions. So goddamn confident. I'm so nervous for Justin. His whole family's got to go there. I think there's a way he could win, but I'm like, oh.
I've rewritten it into a single flowing YouTube narration and kept the timestamps aligned with the original video timing. If Topuria defeats Justin Gaethje in dominant fashion on one of the biggest stages the UFC has ever built, the consequences could reach far beyond the division. A performance like that would instantly elevate the conversation around him, creating bigger opportunities and bringing him closer to becoming one of the central faces of the sport. What makes this moment even more interesting is the amount of pressure surrounding him. Outside the octagon, attention around his personal life has created headlines, while inside the cage, expectations continue to rise every time he competes. For many fighters, that level of attention can become a major distraction. It can lead to uncertainty, pressure, and hesitation. But everything we've seen from Topuria suggests the opposite. Instead of being affected by the spotlight, he appears completely focused on the challenge ahead. That mindset is one of the biggest reasons many analysts continue to favor him. The argument isn't only based on his talent, because elite ability exists throughout the division. The belief comes from the fact that Topuria appears to be entering his best years while developing the confidence, patience, and experience required to perform when the stakes are highest. His technical skills are already considered among the best in the sport, but what stands out even more is his ability to stay composed when the pressure starts increasing. That calm approach could become extremely valuable against someone like Gaethje. For years, Gaethje has built his reputation by taking opponents into uncomfortable situations. He thrives in wild, unpredictable battles where emotions run high because very few fighters are willing to match his intensity. Many opponents enter with a strategy, only to get pulled into the type of fight Gaethje wants. But this time, the challenge may be different. Topuria doesn't appear interested in following that path. With more training footage and interviews continuing to surface, there's a growing belief that he understands exactly what kind of fight Gaethje wants and has prepared specifically to avoid it. Instead of getting caught up in the personal side of the rivalry, Topuria seems focused on what the victory could mean for his career. That ability to ignore distractions and stay locked onto the objective is often what separates great fighters from everyone else. And the bigger picture is impossible to ignore. A win over Justin Gaethje would strengthen the idea that Topuria isn't just one of the best fighters in his division, but one of the most important names shaping the